What you're about to hear is an excerpt from our weekly podcast. It's available right now to our Patreon supporters over at www.patreon.com/prettygoodgaming, and it goes live to everyone else right here on our YouTube channel a week later. So I wanted to talk about Horizon Zero Dawn, or specifically Microsoft saying they want to make Horizon Zero Dawn. And that's like they explicitly said we want to make Horizon Zero Dawn. So I'll explain to you what's happened first. Microsoft, or rather a recruiter, like a recruitment agency guy for Microsoft, has posted a job listing on LinkedIn, which essentially says, Horizon Zero Dawn, we want one of those. Can you make one for us? That's the summary of what's happened. Like, it's that easy. Like, can you make us Horizon Zero Dawn, please? The job is for a lead environment artist, which was posted on the LinkedIn profile of Sandor Roberts. Sandor as in Sandor Clegane. So he's like a recruitment agent or something. He doesn't work for Microsoft. It was actually posted 2 months ago. It's only kind of emerged in the last week or so. And the exact wording is this. Looking for lead environment artist for Microsoft AAA next-gen title. Fine, so far so good. Style, similar to Horizon Zero Dawn. So they're not even saying we want a third-person open-world adventure. Yeah. They're like, we want to make a Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah. It's the lack of imagination there really is infuriating to me for a lot of reasons. Horizon Zero Dawn, obviously, is a PlayStation exclusive, and it was a very successful game for Sony. It sold a lot, and it's very, very highly reviewed. Microsoft are kind of lacking in exclusives as far as we know. Of that scale, I suppose, the big AAA like system seller titles, right? So my first question is this, guys, right? If Microsoft succeeded and they made a Horizon Zero Dawn for Xbox, so there's a Horizon Zero Dawn equivalent on Xbox, is that going to be a system seller? Because Sony already has a Horizon Zero Dawn. It's called Horizon Zero Dawn, and it's on. Like, what's the thinking here? What are they thinking?
For me, it speaks lack of originality and lack of original ideas. It's like, I don't know what they're thinking really, especially since this is out there in the real world now. They can't take it back. It's like
the page has been taken down. It's 404 not found now, so they're trying to bury this one.
It's literally saying we're trying to copy this awesome game that our competitors have released. That's literally what they're saying.
Exactly, yeah.
And it is laughable, really. Microsoft. I don't know. We criticize Xbox and not enough exclusive games and things like that, but no idea of who's going to be producing this game, who's going to be developing it.
It's probably some sort of in-house. If it's Microsoft, then I'm sure if Microsoft are recruiting for it, maybe the studio in-house stuff is going to be making a comeback. If they need more studios, why not make games themselves?
Would have been 2 months ago too. You've got to think that they're very early in the development cycle as well, if they're looking for a world builder. So
well, I wonder maybe the game will be a different game, but because it's an environment design, right?
It's environment.
So it could be like a first-person game in a prehistoric era. It might not be like the found future style we say with the robot dinosaurs. The world of Horizon Zero Dawn, bar the like random football stadiums and stuff, is very much like a Far Cry Primal. They could have dodged so many bullets by just like wording it like that.
Exactly.
Looking for prehistoric era.
They could get the guy to the interview and then go, you know what, we kind of want it to be like Horizon Zero Dawn.
They didn't need to advertise
They have to be very specific, do they? It's like, I can build worlds, but I can't build Horizon Zero Dawn.
Exactly.
So I'm not going for that job.
If you can't do Horizon Zero Dawn, don't even bother sending in your CV, because we're not. We want to make Horizon Zero Dawn.
It's at least Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
It could for all we know, it could be a first-person like fucking Turok dinosaur game.
Yeah.
But
I want Microsoft games. I want more Xbox One games. I want a real proper reason to buy an Xbox One other than that it's really powerful. I'm actually, the more I'm thinking about the One X, the more I think it's like, that is a very good console. When the price comes down and stuff, which it will, give it a year or so, that'll be a very tempting offer to some people. Not at launch at that price. Whether or not it's fair for those parts is a different question. It's whether or not people want to pay $450 for it. Mm-hmm. Anyway, the console is good. They need more games. I want them to have more games. I don't want games that already exist, but they're having their own version of it on a different platform. Like,
it's quite like game companies do this a lot, and even going all the way back to like Guerrilla Games, who made Horizon Zero Dawn. When they first made Killzone for the PS2, their whole marketing pitch was, this is like the rival to the Halo.
Exactly. Yeah, that was going to be one of my points, and also the fact that Horizon Zero Dawn is itself a major imitation on like The Witcher 3, which we've just been talking about. The exact mechanics ripped. Yeah, it's a good game, isn't it?
Yeah.
They just ripped it out of like the Witcher Senses mode, right? Which is itself from like Batman Arkham and all those other kind of types of games, like a different kind of vision, eagle vision from Assassin's Creed. So The Witcher evolved that and had this thing where you're following clues and it's done in a certain way, right?
Yeah.
Footsteps that lead to a clue. There's some text that gives you some details and stuff. Horizon Zero Dawn did it exactly the same way, and it's got towers. It's itself a copycat of all these different things, but it did it in its own fresh kind of way.
You need to draw a distinction between actually game mechanics themselves.
Yeah.
It's good to assimilate some awesome game mechanics. Whatever you see out there in the industry, wherever it's good, you should be trying to make your game in that way, because if you see something that's awesome, you make your game awesome in that way with the game mechanics. So whether it's just that, or whether, this listens for a world, for a creative environment. So they're just basically going to rip off the Horizon Zero Dawn world environment. Is that what they're trying to do here, and not bring any other gameplay over? I don't know. That's
early days, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't really know that much in that much detail.
You need to distinguish between being influenced by and imitating.
Yeah.
And that looks like they're trying to imitate something else, not being influenced by it, not drawing in the good things from different games and then building their own, because they wouldn't say it so tactlessly. They're literally saying we want to copy what they're doing. It's like
it's like a Liam saying where the Killzone was meant to be the Halo killer. Halo killer has been a big one for a long time. COD killer has been a big one for a long time. Halo is more significant in this case because it is like one platform has got this awesome first-person shooter series, and then another platform is going, we need an awesome first-person shooter series. That's kind of what's happening here, exactly, but it's just that it's flipped around, and it's for a game that doesn't exist yet, or they're working on it in very early development, and they're saying, we want to make a Horizon Zero Dawn killer, do you think it's fair then?
The thing is, this isn't even like the first time Microsoft have done something like this.
No.
Like back in the PS2 Xbox era, like Gran Turismo 3 or 4 came out on PS2, people loved it, and then Microsoft actually said, we want our own Gran Turismo, and that's how we have the Forza games today. So it's not even like a new I think it's probably just the game industry in general.
It is, that's
like an arms race, isn't it? Like copying what everyone else is doing.
And following trends very much so. So like this
fucking boring.
What did you call it? The prehistoric in the future?
Found future.
Found fucking hell.
Yeah.
Found future. So I upset myself for just saying that. Found future games. Yeah. It's like Anthem. Right, that's another. All of a sudden, we've had Horizon Zero Dawn. All of a sudden, there's another one. There's another one in a similar kind of setting. Microsoft are saying as well, we want to make Horizon Zero Dawn.
It'll be pirates next.
Do you know? It's
depressing. It's fucking boring as hell. it's like a burger chain.
Yeah.
I want to make a Big Mac. And it's not an art form. It's just like a trend. It's like a tribute band.
It's those decisions at a corporate level that I think I'm unhappy with, and it's the exact phrasing. You can see the board meeting unfolding before your eyes when you read that sentence.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
We need a Horizon Zero Dawn. Make it happen now. And then you can see that coming through in a job listing, because all these dudes in grey suits said they need a Horizon Zero Dawn. That's what I'm so upset about.
I mean, I don't mind it so much because obviously Horizon Zero Dawn took a lot from other games like The Witcher. I mean, and that's what made Horizon Zero Dawn good. It's not as good as The Witcher by all accounts, since I haven't played The Witcher through myself. But I don't mind the fact that they're taking inspiration from good games. I just want them to look at an array of games and take inspiration from different games, not just one specific game.
Exactly.
It's what I'm saying. I think is it's the product. They don't care what the game is. It's the title and the list of features.
Their mentality is it?
Yeah, they're like that's a product that we haven't got on ours. We could do one of those, and it's exactly that. Like, they're looking at the art form or the fun that the player is having. They're thinking of. Obviously they're the business, but when it's just it's so clear as day for you like that. And I think what really got me is that I didn't realise that was their exact wording. So one of you guys brought this up in the office and said, "Oh, Microsoft want to make a Horizon Zero Dawn type game." I thought. To begin with, I thought that they had described a similar set of features, and then like Kotaku had said the new game sounds like Horizon Zero Dawn. I didn't realise that they had literally said we need a Horizon Zero Dawn. So that was something worth talking about in my book. Anyway, definitely. Okay, so Horizon Zero Dawn is coming to Xbox One X sometime in the future with a different title.
Horizon Zero Yawn.
Yes.
Thanks for watching this podcast extract. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. It's a good idea to subscribe because we put out a new gaming video every day. There's another video on your screens right now if you want to watch that, and a link to Patreon if you want to watch the full podcast right now. See you next time.